Hello everyone, welcome back. This is my first project for Kitaholic Kits for the month of June, and I am going to be working in a traveler's notebook size layout today. Now this is my traveler's notebook album, which means that I am working in the size of the page protector rather than the size of the traveler notebook itself. So I believe it is 8¼ inches by 4 7/4 inches, I think. I'm not 100% sure. This particular album is all about just selfies that I have with my daughter, and I generally tend to not do much journaling in this album. It's really more focused on the pretty papers and the photos. So I'd already decided the two background papers that I was going to use. I feel like they played off well in the colors that I have in my photos, especially the tealy color that's in my daughter's school jumper. This is the story of Mother's Day, when we did the Mother's Day celebration at my daughter's school, and they did a whole pamper session. It was very cute. And Emla made me those beautiful crowns, and we made little bracelets, and she painted my nails. It was just such a sweet day. I even got a massage. So I really wanted to document this day at her school. Like I said, I already printed off my photos and picked out my background papers, and I feel like they balanced each other well with the white and busyness of the right-hand paper, and then the more colourful but the toned down left-hand paper. So what I did is I've got 3 photos here, the bigger one, which is the selfie, and the 2 little ones sort of showing what else we did on the day. And then I'm just going to break up those 2 photos on the left using that happy moments together sentiment that we got in the die cut pack. I am also going to use the floral die cuts for this particular layout as well. And so I just tipped that out, and I've chosen the ones that I want to use. I'm propping up the little sentiment there on some foam to make it stand out. So, oops, almost upside down. There you go. To make it stand out a little bit, so it didn't blend in too much into the 2 photos. And I like how that looked. You can't really tell on camera, but I like the little bit of dimension. And then I'm just sticking those 2 photos down. I did mat them on papers from the kit, and I matted that little sentiment, the happy moments together die cut with the paper from the kit as well, just to bring in a little bit more color. Now I'm having a look at the die cut pack with the words and the phrases and the icons, and I'm just choosing this little one here that says good times. And once I stick that down, I'm actually going to bend up, because I've only got glue on the base part. So I'm going to bend up that good times section, and that's going to give a bit more dimension as well. I decided to add these butterflies because I really don't ever know where to use butterflies in layouts, but the colors looked so good. And because there's 2 of them, I could create a nice diagonal, which was my logic here. So I am using these 2 butterflies. I think we might have gotten a 3rd one, but I was happy with just the 2. A 3rd one might have been a bit more bulky. Some texture here using my paper edger thing. I don't know what to call that. I'm having a mental blank, as I often do when I turn on my video to record. And I'm going to just stick that down. Now you'll see I'm sticking the photo down so it's a little bit higher up on that page, because I am going to do my title, and I want the title to be partially on top of the photo and partially below the photo. So I'm just going to write out Mother's Day. I don't think I need to do too much more here. I'm going to remember the story as I see it, which is why I don't feel like I need to do journaling. And then I'm going to start by adding these beautiful, stunning, amazing cocoa vanilla flower die cuts that we get in their kits. And I just love these. They're so versatile and small, which is so easy to use in these smaller layouts. I like bigger flowers and bigger embellishments as well on occasion, but overall I definitely prefer these smaller ones so that I can use them on my smaller layouts. Adding a little sprig here, and I'm going to do the same at the top as well in a moment. I was struggling to fit it onto the page, and then I sort of realized I don't have to fit it onto the page, because really this is outside of the page protector, so it can overlap the edges of the page a little bit, which made me quite happy. I am going to use another one of the sentiments from the die cut pack, and I think that says love this moment. Oh, love that smile. Oh, that's a nice sentiment because Emma was really nice, and sometimes she doesn't want to pose for photos and sometimes she doesn't want to smile for photos, but she was really, really proud of the crowns that she made. And so in this instance, she gave like a really big, beautiful smile. So I really like that. So down the bottom, you see that I used 2 flowers and one of those little sprigs. And at the top, I'm using 1 flower and 2 sprigs. And I feel like that balances out nicely. I wanted a spot to put my date, so I'm going to use this sticker and I'm going to stick my date on there. And then to balance the type at the top of the page that says Great Times, I'm just going to put 2 little sentiments there. I had put this little flag there, but it was just too white for me, so I'm replacing it with the same size flag, but just with flowers, which I thought matched the overall vibe of this a little bit better. The rainbow would have matched the opposite side, but the rainbow was quite thin and not quite so colourful as the flowers, which is why I went with this one. I'm just outlining it with some dotty dots, and I'm going to add my date and clean up my table a little bit, and then that is going to be done. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'll be back next week with another layout, and until then, I hope you have a wonderful time. Bye.